What is the reason behind 1/3, 31% of all traffic-related deaths in the United States? Is it A, underage drivers, B, health disorders, C, DUI, or all of the above?
C.
It is actually C. According to Center for Disease Prevention and Control, in 2010, 1.4 million people are arrested due to DUIs in the United States, and 2012, 10,322 people were killed due to alcohol-impaired driving. So that means 2 people after this class were killed due to alcohol driving. Yep. This is very important for everyone because we all live in the United States. We should be aware of the alcohol that this country consumes, that they buy and stuff, because it's a huge problem. We all drive, we're all close to the legal age. I'm pretty sure you've all tried alcohol before. The most DUI arrests are between 21 and 34. So I don't drink. I'm not planning to drink ever, but I live in a country that does consume a lot of alcohol. First, I will discuss the danger behind alcohol in the United States. Second, I will give the health problems behind consuming such beverages. And third, I will give some tips to prevent these incidents. So according to National Institute of Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, 700,000 kids at the age of 12 to 17 have had an AUD before, which is an alcohol use disorder. We're talking about 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds drink alcohol. And in 2013, 10,000, again, people have died due to alcohol. So alcohol plus driving equals to accidents, death, injuries, damage. A lot of families have died due to alcohol. A lot of families have been split due to alcohol. And it can only result to accidents and injuries. That's it. And according to University of Berkeley, Health Center of Berkeley, students, 75% of male students have been engaged in date rape due to alcohol, and 55% of females have been engaged to that. A lot of them say that if they were sober, they wouldn't do it. And 60% of women in college have had an STD or a pregnancy that they don't want. I know these percentages are huge. We're all college students. These are huge, like 3/4 of the school we're talking about. And a lot of the women say that if they were sober, they would have used use of protection or something. And even the men, they even say that if they were sober, they wouldn't do something like that. They never thought about like raping a woman or something. But alcohol makes you do a lot of things. So now that you have, now that you know the danger behind alcohol, I will give you some ways. This is the reason why people get affected. Like the influence of friends can result into bad habits. This is a picture, of course, all his friends are going to a bar and he said no, so he's walking out. You can say no if it's gonna affect your body, if it's gonna affect you. And it all starts here with friends, bad friends, and then you're gonna struggle to get medication to cure. Alcohol is an addiction and it can ruin your body. So now that you have a better understanding of the damage that alcohol can do to you, now I'll give the health problems that it can do to you. So according to www.webmd.com and National Institute of Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, alcohol can result into all these damages to your body. It can have a liver failure, depression, high blood pressure, cardiac disease, which is a heart disease. It can result into cancer, anemia, breathing problem, confusion, death, and an addiction. Addiction is a huge problem. If you're addicted to alcohol, especially if you have a family history, you're most likely to get those. If you have a family history of blood pressure, a heart problem, liver failure, you can get this is what alcohol does to you. Damages your body literally. And death, of course, if you're driving, if you're put into situations that you don't want to be at, it can result into death. And confusion, of course, it's going to make you confused and you're not going to remember where you're at. And cancer, shockingly cancer, it can result into cancer. So now that you know the danger behind alcohol in schools and in driving and into your body, I will now discuss some ways to prevent these type of incidents to happen. So according to an article written by Warren Ritchie, writer for Christian Science Monitor, the court, they had a law to the Supreme Court. They were arguing about that whether the police officers should stop like people that looks suspicious, that they're under drugs or something, under the influence of drugs, to like withdraw blood from them. I think that's a good idea, because if you're not sober, of course you're not going to drive 100% good and pay attention to the road. But then 25 states were against it, and they said it violates their amendment, so it did not work. And so there's another website called FARA and FARA.com. They're attorneys. Of course, they've had a lot of people they had to take them out because of DUI. They said a lot of good ideas. First one was to higher the age from 21 to 24. 24, you're more mature, maybe, than 21. And to pay attention to these 21-year-olds, that if you have an addiction and stuff, let their parents pay attention to them. Don't drive if you have an addiction, because it can result into a lot of death and injuries. And there's the ignition one. This one's very famous, like a sensor to the ignition. If like it senses that you're hesitating or you're not like acting normal, so the car wouldn't turn on. That's a good one. A bartender. If let's say they should take away your keys before you drink. If you're drinking too much, they should call a cab. Tomorrow, get your phone number or something. Prevent accidents to happen. And yeah. And this whole thing was for to prevent alcohol-related accidents or rape to happen. So our aim is for no accidents. So now that you have a better understanding of how dangerous alcohol is, let's conclude. First, I discussed the danger behind alcohol and what it can do to the United States, because it consumes a lot of alcohol. And second, I gave the health problems behind alcohol. And third, I gave ways to prevent alcohol-related accidents. Now, hopefully that you guys have learned danger behind alcohol. Hopefully you guys consume less. I'm not saying don't consume at all, but consume less, because I'm pretty sure you guys are still gonna drink. Just think about the people that you're like imagine you're driving and something happens, God forbid, or you were driving and someone hit you. Just think about it. And I'm gonna conclude my presentation with this video. That person was drunk, by the way. Just think about it. Just think about one thing after you leave this class. Imagine 2 people, God forbid, from this class died due to alcohol-related accidents. And that's it.